Hello and welcome everyone. How are you today? Well, I'm doing something special today because we have this solar eclipse upon us, this super new moon in Cancer. And when I did the reading just for that, I have my Orisha tarot decks here because um, we had such lovely cards come through, and actually Yemaya came through. Okay. But she's known as the balance card here, the temperance card. But when she was the first pull, and I don't think she's ever come out of this deck, known as the goddess tarot. Okay, so and here's the wisdom of the high priestess Sarasvati, which is a Hindu goddess. So I just thought that it would be awesome to do a reading with this goddess tarot deck and my Orisha decks, and that's Yemaya, an image of Yemaya, also depicted many times as a mermaid. But also from the Goddess Tarot deck, we picked an Empress card, fertility, with the goddess name Estanateli, which I had no idea who she was, but she's a Native American, so that was pretty cool. And then, of course, my favorite card of the tarot is the Two of Cups. So the Empress came through. Okay, so we're going to put the Two of Cups back in here. Then the Lovers came through, and another Empress came through from the Wild Unknown Tarot guide. This is the guidebook, but the name of the tarot deck is the Wild Unknown Tarot. So here we have Goddess Venus. Look at that, just flipped right there. Goddess Venus happening. And Yemaya in this deck, she's the Empress of this Zolrak, the Tarot of the Orishas. And Oshun, the Goddess of Love, is the High Priestess of this deck. So you can see their energies we're trying to harness right now. Here, let's flip Oshun just to see what happens with her love factor, okay? But we received two High Priestesses, and with Yemaya coming through, even though this tarot deck depicted her as the Temperance card, you know, the virtuous balance card, we still have that Venus factor. And then also we had the Lovers come through twice as well. So you can see, and this is for the Gemini zodiac sign. This is your card, okay, Gemini? But how wonderful it is, and your ruler is Mercury, the communicator. So trying to communicate that there's love on this planet. Yemaya, she's the mother goddess of love. You know, she's the mother, like what we're talking with this unique solar eclipse in the sign of Cancer. Cancer ruled by the moon, and she is the mothering card as well in the tarot. Her major arcana card is the Chariot, depicting balance as well. So I'm just going to stand this strong to put from that deck. I'm not using this deck right now today, but I like the colors. The rainbow colors are there. And then the Knight of Pentacles also came through, talking about the money, you know. So I wanted to kind of highlight that too. But I'll put the Lovers right here next to Oshun, who speaks of the love. And we'll put the Knight with the Tarot of Mermaids here. I just wanted to pull that card forward as well, because depicting like there's been some money coming through as well. But I thought it was fabulous that we had two Empress cards, and we're going to put them back in the deck, okay? And we'll put Yemaya back in the deck. And I have two decks because this is my old Gratitude one, you can see. And even though this one was my prized possession, but you can see by the box, it's like, it's getting up there too, so. But that's okay, that's all right. And here we have Yemaya on the front cover by Zolrak. Again, Yemaya the Empress. So it really meant that we received three Empresses, okay? And a lot of love on the table, okay? So let's put up the Empress cards. And I brought forward this, we're going to pick one of the Oracle Mermaids as well, because I thought the card that was selected was apropos for what we were just doing, okay? And I do want to open up these energies with my little Native American cards here because I just love them so much. Okay, welcome energies of earth, air, fire, and water. Let us create a life of beauty, reverence, and wonder with each season and each wonder. Let us rejoice through every phase of sun and moon. Let us be in harmony. In every direction shall we offer our love, Great Spirit, Mother Creator, bless the earth through my life. Source of all nourishment, we seek to replenish your sacred world. Guide us now through those images, words, and feelings within as we reach into the wholeness. Let all that is needed be known, okay? And so let the reading begin. And here we are, trying to harness these energies coming through. And that we also, faith is an energy of your heart. Make room for it. Okay, we talk about that a lot as well. But that we are literally having these two eclipses in this 1 month of July is fantastic. That lunar eclipse at the end is going to be wonderful as well. And I think, yeah, in the Aquarius, in the sign of Aquarius. So another powerful, this month is, like we'd like to say it, jacked up, but jacked up good. But let's see that it's this solar eclipse in the sign of Cancer, the mother figure. Let's see what they have to say. And Cancer is a cardinal sign. It opens up the month, so like the birthday, excuse me, to my Cancer friends of July. Just believe in, this is for you mainly, or if you have Cancer in your charts, or one of your beloveds, a family member, your children. It's all positive. Okay, I gotta turn my face away because I can see that these cards have a lot of, like right there. Okay, let me just take a moment here and just take an exhale out because. Yes, I don't work with this deck very often, the Orishas, but I definitely, I was raised in this tradition, in the Santeria Orisha tradition wisdom, and I just love them all. I really do. I love them all. I feel as close to them as I do, with the baby Jesus and Mother Mary and everything like that, because I was raised Catholic. So, but let's see if something wonderful happens right now. Okay, so. Okay, look at that, another card. I wasn't looking for bonus cards today, but we got one. So let's put it out there. It's like it always takes longer. Your readings are so long. Well, I'm not the one just, I'm trying to channel spirit, so, they're right in my hand. I'm on their time. Okay, so we've got some cards on the table, and we'll pick 3 more to see what comes through, and then we'll pull one of these mermaid cards towards the end. Okay, so we're already into 8 minutes. It's funny when I do these readings. Okay, no, too many. We'll take this top one. 8 minutes usually lasts forever, but in these readings, just, right there in my hand. Aye. You know what, let's do it with pairing. Let's see what they want to say. Okay, let me turn my face because I really want to pick the ones that want to come through right there. Okay. Let's see. Well. Alrighty, my darlings, so I hope you do light a nice candle for yourselves, a ritual, and with these, super new moon, this solar eclipse, it's all about putting your positive intentions out there, okay? Thinking positive, alright? Eshu. You know what, I'm going to pick him up, but he's a cool cat. He comes through quite often on my table. He's a one of a kind. There's another... A tarot card doesn't relate to him, okay? But we talk about him, he's sort of like the Knight of Wands. He's the playboy in the deck. I talk about the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Fire, the passionate energy, and he's one of them. But he has a female that is just like him. Her name is Pompagira, and they're each other's consorts, okay? So he's not really I should say he's more like a badass than a playboy. You know, he just, you can see he's in costume here, but he does. He's one that, you know, he can mess with the dark forces, you know, send them back to hell. And that's how we do it. Uh-huh. Oh, look at this. Well, this is fun. Message from the water. Hold on, we'll see if we can stand in here. There you go. Message from the water, how apropos. Mensaje del agua. Right on, and we can see a mermaid with her two seahorses, okay? And I first picked this back on August 9th, 2011. Oh, we're going to have to read from the book of this. I made that, put it here. Yeah, let's read it right now, because this is kind of, I think, kind of, wow, I didn't really, well, here comes Pompagira, feasts and celebrations in general, cheers and surprises. His consort, Pompagira, open to falling in love, beginning of a relationship, seduction, chance and intuition, good fate, presence. Okay, we were just talking about her, that he is his love, and I just showed that we had two lovers come through, and all the love of the Empress, okay, and the Cancer vibe is about that balanced love of a mother has for her children. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, so let's see, here's Ishu. Eshu, I think it's pronounced. Eshu. Eshu, yes. Okay. If you can see, it's gonna rain, it looks like, so, you know, the lighting is kind of funky now. It's a little grayer than usual. Eshu, vital and virile man with much life experience, but with innocence at the same time. Energetic, tireless, romantic, loyal, good companion, partner and friend. Influence over masculine genitals. Psychic. He's a badass. Influence over masculine genitals. Yes. That's why sometimes, but because he has, you know, Pompagira as his love mate, you know, but he is a strong man. Not too many would mess with Eshu in this pantheon, okay? But let's go to the messages of the water. This is very intriguing to me as the reader because I really enjoy this deck very, very much. And definitely, they're talking to us already in the first three cards, so that's nice. Okay, hold on. I got to get to the water side here. This is kind of really set up differently. Okay, here we go. Messages of the elementals. Okay, messages of the elementals. Okay, this is something else that the Zorak deck is different from other decks. Okay. The water message. Look how beautiful. And here we have the Cancer balance. That's the Chariot. Number 7 is Cancer's major arcana card, where the Chariot is balancing, you know, two animals, usually horses, but here we have seahorses, okay, and the mermaid like Aphrodite in her shell born from the sea. The water message, triumphant victory, full of satisfaction, purposes are fulfilled in any level or plane. At the beginning it may be somehow costly, but nevertheless very pleasant. Use the rational things to obtain the balance. And here we have the balance of Cancer. How nice is this? Coming from the water sign, Cancer. The message of the water. Beautiful. Mensaje de agua. Beautiful. Oh boy, these are coming up good for us, my friends. Akumari. Now, Akumari is another card in the Zorak Tarot that has its own energy, but this is sort of like a god force source, but this is a major arcana card. Oh, I got the goosebumps already. Hold on a moment. The Wheel of Fortune. Right. Okay. See what I was saying here? Tarot of the Orishas, traditional tarot. We just read Alegua is another beautiful, but see, we had Eshu and Pompagira. See, there's no traditional tarot for both of them, but they are each other's loves. Okay, lovers. But Akumari is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, look at this. It's just getting better and better. Triumphant victory. There you go. And we have a snake here. So that's why they open with the word. But we have the sun. We have a rainbow on earth. This is a very earth element deck. Okay, this comes from the African Yoruba tradition religion, the Africans. So they were very earthbound people, and you know the treacheries that were done to them when you know all kind of boat people brought them to the Americas. But let's always bring favor to the beautiful ones. Okay, so this represents the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so let's say Akumari, transmutability, favorable changes, quick and or short travels, wealth, pleasures, leadership and summoning power, grandiloquence and seduction, versatility. My Lord, help me. Eshu opens it up and he's going to, with Pompagira and this beautiful message of the water with Cancer, what we're relating to is wonderful. Just wonderful. I'm like, wow, this is awesome. And the Wheel of Fortune, that's planet Jupiter, the planet of abundance and, you know, all that, giving you the best is the Wheel of Fortune, is Jupiter's trump card. So how fabulous is this now so far? Mucho bueno. Sí. Okay, so from the get out, please, my darlings, put it out there. Make positive intentions with this beautiful energies we're trying to harness. And you know, we're going to call this Friday the 13th, Lucky 13, like I usually do. And literally, because 13 in tarot is the, you know, the death card, and people get freaky with that. But I would say just make sure that's your lucky transformation. But as I understand it, with these eclipses in this month of July, the next, I believe, solar eclipse or eclipse that falls on Friday the 13th won't happen again until the year 2080. Okay? 2080. So that's why I had to make this reading today, because I won't be alive. Look at the El Diablo. Well, he's been coming. He came through twice a few weeks ago, didn't he? What reading was that? When he came through? And you know the thing about the money, we talked about it because he came through twice. He came through, it's a little warm in here. I'm sticking to my cards here. The thing about Diablo, he rules karma and he rules monetary possessions, okay? And that's why you have to watch how you're making your coin, or if you're, you know, you shade people by making coin, or you steal from people to make the coin, or, you know, you sell the drugs, or whatever you're doing, trafficking, God bless. I even brought it up, I think, when this reading came through with Two Devils, how just the day before I had an Amber Alert on my phone, because I'm very involved with this since the 70s out here in Florida. It's horrible, the trafficking of children. And it had said that this Amber Alert wasn't for one little kid or one little girl. It was multiple children. I had never seen an Amber Alert like that. Okay? But we talk about the devil too. He has a lot of, you know, wisdom. Okay? But you have to be like patience with this kind of wisdom. You just can't dive into it. And we just talked about him too, because he came through twice. And we just had these, you know, people with money, with, you know, a lot of recognition, personalities, hung themselves. Okay, so he's just letting us know he's always in the details. The devil's always in the details. So we got to stand him strong, okay? But here we have Eshu. Eshu's a type that'll send him to hell, back to where he comes from. And I believe that. We can do that, okay? If anything I do is that. Look how beautiful. This is a lovely card too. Beautiful. The Four of Fuego. Let me just see what is next here. Beautiful. The Guardian Angel is here. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. You know what? I'm going to pick them all up right now because I got to feel it. Six of Cups. This is about, you know, going back in time. Usually you see two little kids together. Kind of, they're friendly. They're having fun. And they come back to meet each other again. This Queen of Wands, the Queen of Fire, my favorite queen, is here. Beautiful. And the Ten of Swords, transcendence, air element. Make it happen for yourselves. Air element is how you're thinking. So make it happen, okay? Do not give up on you. Okay. Oh, we got a wild card. Got a wild card. So here we're going to pick it right now. Okay, and this is another card that I want to say is not one, doesn't have a tarot card tradition. It's one on its own. Let me see. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. El ex, the expulsado, the outcast. The expulsado. The fool card. Okay. Look at that. I learn something every day. Okay. See, and that's why we don't use the word the fool in my channel, because I prefer to call the zero card, the beginning of the tarot card, a spiritual initiate. Okay, spiritual initiate. That way, you're not doing foolish things to get on your journey, but you're starting new. You're starting anew. And you got to watch who's in the mix here. Okay. And you got to feel them out. That's why we talk about the metaphysics of tarot. You know, earth, air, fire, and water. How you're feeling, how you're thinking. All of that. Okay. So, you know, that's why it gets deep. And some people aren't about getting that deep. And some people don't want to turn technology off and go into meditation and write in their journals. So it's like, but in a way we have to. Okay. Because there's all kind of people to meet. But these cards, we'll come back to them in a moment, because since I got the, you know, it's quick and short. I'd rather read it how Zolrak wanted to write his tarot. And I think he wrote this tarot, I want to say in the early 90s or something like that. He made this deck, okay? So let me see if there's a print on it. I should have brought his heavy book. I have his thick encyclopedia book, but I wanted to make this a quick video, so I didn't want to bring the book out. But I don't see it. 1994, there it is. 1994, okay? So, and I really love this. Okay, so now, let's see the double whammy that we have here now. The 5 of staffs. Okay, change is coming. 5 of fire. All right, that's all good. We like those 5s. It means we're moving on, we're traveling on. And fire is about that passionate energy. You know, making things happen for yourself. And open, be open it to. It's like having the expulsado here, the fool, the spiritual initiate saying, I'm going on my journey and I'm going to make it happen, but I'm going to look up to the sun. I'm going to, you know, follow the moon. I'm going to follow the stars. I'm going to get grounded on earth, and I'm going to take that leap of faith, because that's what it is. Usually you can see he's on the mountaintop here, and usually in traditional tarot you see this, it's usually a male figure, and he's got his little doggy with him, and he's just got his one little knapsack, and he's got 1 foot off the cliff, and he's taken that leap of faith to the spiritual journey. And that's why I'd rather call it the spiritual initiate card than the fool card, okay? But that's all good, and this is about change, no doubt about it, okay? This is about changes are coming, and right now with this eclipse, like I mentioned, these don't happen a lot because they want to wake, and this is all cosmic forces of the universe, okay? Nothing man-made here, like them saying, oh, we landed on the moon. Yeah, right, okay. But no, this is cosmic forces we cannot deny, and we need to embrace them, all right? Okay, so let's go to the 4 of Fuego. Okay, wow, is this, well, look at this. This is, Jupiter's, do you know, who did we just have? Alchemy was about the Wheel of Fortune, and look, we have now Jupiter's glyph right there. And the moon is out. Okay, so the 4 of fire. And then we had the 5 of fire. So they want to talk to us right now. Well, I get, you know I'm always emotional on my, you know, because I just was raised with this tradition. Before Catholic school, I was like 5, 6 years old learning all this stuff. Wait a minute. This is earth. Gotta go to fire. Okay, here we go. 4 of fire. Okay, and we just said this represents, Alchemy represents the Wheel of Fortune, and here's Jupiter's glyph, planet Jupiter. The 4 of fire. Okay, and see they're on the earth, the moon is behind them, and they're going to the seashore, because in the Yoruba tradition they did, well, Yemaya is the ocean goddess as well. Okay, they literally, many of them, especially in the Yorubas, when you have Africa, they were on this side, okay, by the water. So the west southern side there. But to be grateful for the obtained favor, to the social group, the family, the community, or the place of working. Humility will yield prosperity and joy. There it is, humility. You see, give it up to spirit. Okay, give it up to spirit. See right here, Diablo definitely doesn't want that. Okay, Diablo wants you to say, "Oh, I need money, and I'll do anything to get it," and you know, and that's his world. And we can't kill the devil, and demons never die. And I think Diablo was before the light. So, but I believe in the angels too. I believe in the angels. And this is another one I don't think has a tarot card behind it. Let's see. Okay. The guardian angel. Okay, beautiful. It is temperance. And we just said that Yemaya from this deck. Let's pull her out real quick because we were highlighting Yemaya and that this deck made her the temperance card. And here we have Diana as the moon. Oh, let's just put her out here. Yes, we love Diana. Diana, the huntress. Yes, we do. Okay, I don't want to take too long, but this is kind of important. I hope you don't mind that I'm doing this. Well, look at Lakshmi as the Wheel of Fortune. See, I shouldn't be doing this because now I'm like pulling them all out. But let's just put the energy down. Lakshmi. Everybody's heard of the Hindu goddess Lakshmi. Gorgeous, beautiful energy. Yes. Okay, so let's see. We got to just hold Yemaya here. And Gaia's the world. Look how beautiful Gaia. Okay, I don't work with this deck a lot, so ooh, Lady Isis is the magician. Magic. Gotta put her out there. Okay, and Venus is the lovers. Beautiful. And we already have two lovers. Let's put her out there, standing strong. Okay, here she goes. Okay, so in this deck, the goddess tarot deck, they made Yemaya, the guardian angel temperance card. Okay. So you can see Yemaya. Alrighty. So, and here, the guardian, let's see. Oh, the devil in this book says black magic, witchcraft, awful energies, jealousy, perversion, ignorance, envy, which are very destroying. Bad thoughts. Okay, so let's see. I must have missed her. Oh, wait a minute. The angel. Okay. Here it is. Okay, guardian angel. Serenity, peace and concord, love, alchemy, perfect linking, agreements and associations, harmony, good influences. Look at that. That love is on this table again. Serenity, peace and concord, love, alchemy. I love that. I'm going to have to highlight that in the title. Love, alchemy, perfect linking, agreements and associations, harmony, good influences. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And we know the moon, and this card really relates to, this comes from another deck now, but it's just really talking to us that there's harmony, love, alchemy, and that this card speaks of, you know, the past as well, as two souls that connected in friendship many, many moons ago. As children, it's usually depicted. And 6 does speak of harmony, and cups, water cups. Look at that, I opened up to the suit of cups, the path of Venus, the element water, the moon. Just bring her up here right now. Look at that, we just opened it up. Okay, so here we have it. And that the Empress came through 3 times with Yemaya in there. And then we have 2 lover cards right here. Okay, it's so cool. Okay. The lovers, right there, the lovers. Okay, the lovers. So let's just read it and hold up the cups, the suit of cups, the path of Venus, element, water, the moon, corresponds to the love, major arcana card, number 6. Okay. Alrighty, so let's go. The suit of cups is associated with Venus, the Roman goddess of love and beauty, Cups symbolize the fertile, receptive aspect of the divine feminine. And here we have Cancer, the divine feminine, the moon, ruled by the moon, all feminine, receptive. Conceived and born a fertile sea herself, Venus is the bringer of joy to gods and humans as well as to the plant world. The cups proffered by Venus, the cups preferred by Venus are an invitation for us to drink deeply of the magical water of life, love, inspiration, and pleasure. They offer us our first experience of the divine feminine in her purest form. Okay, and then the Six of Cups speaks of Six of Cups. Pulled by the moon's gravity, the tide has risen and flooded around 6 cups. Okay, see, I didn't even pick up on that because my mind went to the traditional tarot. But you can see how the water is coming onto the shore here. Okay, that's why I like to read from their little book sometimes, because you know they drew these images. They had these images illustrated, so they know what's going on. Pulled by the moon's gravity, the tide has risen and flooded around 6 cups. They are filled with flowers as an offering to Venus, symbolizing the rejuvenative aspect of the divine feminine. Isn't that lovely? That's lovely. These little purple flowers remind me of these little purple flowers I got growing in my own house right now. Gotta pay attention. But look at this. Beautiful. The lovers. All good. Okay. Very good. So here we have love. The lovers came through, and the love. I just did this video, 2 days ago for this solar eclipse in the sign of Cancer. But because Yemaya came out twice, and then Yemaya came through as the Temperance card, where we put her right here. 3 times Yemaya came through, and now the Guardian Angel came through representing this Temperance card as well. Via the Orishas, they're here. They want us to balance. They want us, you know, and here the moon, Diana. I might have to just depict this because this is what it's all about. In the respect, we're in this super new moon with the alliance of the sun, and I wish we could see it here. It's the southern hemisphere that get to watch all this. So, and Lady Isis with magic came through. We'll do a special video with Lady Isis next because I love working with her very much. But here we have the Wheel of Fortune. Jupiter came through already. Lakshmi, another Hindu goddess that we should make a video for her and her Hindu pantheon. I used to work the Hindu pantheon a lot, but I've been very busy and I'm not making as much videos as I used to because I gotta settle down on make this book I've been working on. It's even my editors are like, "What you do?" And she just called me like half an hour ago. "What's going on? What's going on?" I said, "Well, I'm delivering a video, and we're on the solar eclipse, and the next time this will happen on the Friday the 13th won't be till 2080. So I calmed it down a little bit, like, you know, I'm doing things. I'm busy. It's like, whatever, people. But I want to get this book done. I've been talking about it for years and years and years. I just saw Lakshmi. Hold on. The Hindu goddess of fortune and prosperity. Lakshmi is believed to be attracted to sparkling jewels, which are like the riches she bestows upon her favored worshippers. The generosity of the universe, the ability to have open to abundance, positive expectations, awareness of beauty and love. My goodness, how fabulous is that? Look at that. One more time. She's associated with the Suit of Pentacles, the Hindu goddess of fortune and prosperity. Lakshmi is believed to be attracted to sparkling jewels, which are like the riches she bestows upon her favored worshippers. And the meanings: the generosity of the universe, the ability to be open to abundance, positive expectations, awareness of beauty and love. And look at that, we already had the Venus sitting here with the lovers in my hand, and the Empress right here. Well, this one was called Love. They made Venus the love card, the lovers card. But nonetheless, we had 3 Empresses come through. Okay, we had this Empress, and then the Empress was in here, and then Yemaya in this deck is the Empress card. We might have to read about her too. But look how beautiful and magical. Let me just read it. I gotta go to Isis. The great Egyptian fertility goddess Isis is a potent symbol of the alchemic transformation suggested by this card. She alone was the possessor of the secret name of Ra, the Egyptian ruling god, giving her unlimited magical powers. And her meaning is a growing awareness of the magic within yourself, a yearning to grow beyond perceived limitations. You are able to transform your life through the strength of your originality and power. All you need to do is own it. Renewed creativity and vigor. There we go. Renewed creativity and vigor. I'm sorry, did I not have that showing? I guess I had her more over here. But here she is. Lady Isis. We're going to have to do a special video with her. And maybe use this deck as well. Okay, and the Queen of Fire. She really is my favorite. Let's see what they're talking about with her. Oh, look. The sword suits is just the path of Isis. The element of air corresponds to magic. And the major arcana is the magician. She's the magician in the deck. So she's even involved in this book. I don't work with this deck very often either. The suit of swords, the path of Isis. Beautiful. And so let's go to the Ten of Swords, because now we know this is the path of Isis. The Ten of Swords. So let's hold Isis in our hands, and then we'll go to the Queen of Fire, because we got mucho caliente here. It's like, wow, this meeting's going. It's kind of creatively hot, passionate energy going on. The Ten of Swords are interwoven against a cloudy gray sky. Okay. The swords are interwoven against a cloudy gray sky, symbolizing the ability to transform difficult situations into wisdom and action. Okay, very well said. They symbolize the ability to transform difficult situations into wisdom and action. And the meanings: the perfection of understanding, wisdom gained after struggle, the ending of a difficult situation. Okay. And we like to call 10s that transcendence number. And also in the numerology that I follow, it's about, number 10, because there's, goes through 8 through 10. And it really appreciates that you've been through it all, but there's coming a large amount of supply, and how you're putting it out there. Okay. So we like to know about that too. Okay, and the Queen of Fire. Let's see. That is the Queen of Fire. See, I gotta work with this deck more on my own. The Path of Freya. Oh my Lord. If everybody knows me, they know how I love. That's Odin's twin flame, Freya. She's a badass Viking. All that. I love the story of those people. I love Freya. The suit of staves, the suit of wands. The element is fire. The sun corresponds to power. Major Arcana 4. Wait a minute. So that's the Emperor. Major Arcana card. But Freya's female. Card 4 is the Emperor. And isn't this crazy? Hold on a second. You know, I love this paperwork I have. Okay, here we go. This month of July. The Tarot is the Emperor. Number 3, the Empress. Number 4. I had to count and think. I don't see Freya in here, though. Okay, but that's okay. We're in the peak of summer, and that's what this month of July is all about. Okay. Okay, we got the Norse goddess of creativity. The suit of staves is related to Freya, the Norse goddess of creativity, fertility, and beauty. Well, this deck is known as the Goddess Tarot deck, so, now it's coming together to me how they put Freya as the Emperor here. Like conduits of the sun's procreative forces, staves channel energy to areas where it can encourage growth. Staves, wands bring movement to a reading, much like the movement displayed by Freya as she rides through the sky in her chariot drawn by magical gray cats. And that's true. She used to have these cats, and I forget their names right now, but they had these specific names. And here we're talking about this, this new powerful super new moon in Cancer with the solar eclipse, and Cancer's chariot card is number 7, where that's all about the balance, and we just had the balance with the mensaje de agua, the water sign, Cancer, a water sign, ruled by the moon. So here we have some situations that are really talking to us out loud, very much. Okay, I wish I remember her kitty cat's name, because it's written, they have found, you know, archaeological information about her and her chariot, and she was, as I said, Odin's consort and love. Pragmatic goddess that she is, Freya is associated with the Aesir, Aesir. I don't think I've ever heard that word before. A group of Norse gods and goddesses who came into existence with the Iron Age, when the first tools and weapons were developed with forge and fire. And I just watched the show with the Smithsonian Channel. How this one guy, he was in England, and he was just working with one of those little machines, you know, that can find metals, and he found millions of pieces of old Anglo-Saxon Norse goddess weapons made with granite, and beautiful. I guess, and he in the farmer's land, who owned the land, and he asked the farmer if he could just take his metal detector. That's what I was trying to say. If I could take my medical detector and anyway, found millions and millions of pieces, and worth millions and millions of dollars. It was so interesting. Okay, so let's go to the Queen. She is my favorite queen, the Queen of Fire, Queen of Wands, the Queen of Staffs. Okay, and reminder, queens and kings have all mastered themselves, all right? So, and that's why, you know, they should learn to respect their people, and their people do respect them. Power and energy are held by the Queen of Staffs. Like Freya. Ah, that's so good. That's so good. Power and energy are held by the Queen of Staffs. Like Freya, Her Majesty can inspire the creation of beauty through practical applications. And the meaning of this card: intelligence applied to creating material goods, business expansion, cleverness, a woman who embodies these ideas and inspires action. There you go, creating material goods. And that's why you got to do it on your own, okay? Don't rely on Diablo, all right? You can do it. It might take some time. Everything doesn't come simple, my friends. If it didn't, you know, you take that time, creative time. If it comes too simple, there's always some kind of organic thing that goes sideways. It really does. Not to bring up those two people who took their lives, but I guess things came kind of easy to them, and they weren't prepared mentally. You know, it just, they became famous and rich too quick. And that's why we have to meditate, take that soulful time when we talk to the beautiful ones, and we let them know we're here with you, I'm here with you. However long it takes me to understand your wisdom, I will accomplish what you want me to do. Okay? And that's how we do it. And you know, I know I'm taking a little longer, but we have Diana that came out in my hand as well with the moon. So let's just read her as well. Very powerful. And she's a major arcana of the moon. So, and this is what we're talking about, this moon. It's going to be fantastic. Fantastic. So please take these next. And this can happen for the whole next week. You can be doing things just to harness these energies, okay? Just to harness. Diana. Why is it always looking so dark? Diana, the moon. In ancient Rome, Diana was honored as the goddess of the moon, as well as of wild forest and animals. The changing moon reflects the cycles of nature of life. And the meaning: supportive women who truly care for you. Intuition, the receptive aspects of the divine feminine, intense dreams. Okay. And sometimes, you know, people talk about that you know, their dreams bring them their most creative moments ever. So just go within and know there's another source force out there sending us messages. See, sending us messages del agua. It's about that balance. Okay, it's about that balance. We've got the angel here, the Yemaya, known as the Temperance Angel too, doing the elixing. We talk about alchemy a lot on my channel as well. See, doing the elixing, okay, water to water, and praying and make that a power force source. And you know the moon rules the tides, okay. Without her gravitational pull, Earth wouldn't be here, you know, nor if the sun star wasn't here, we would not be that triple play. And planet Venus plays a lot of it too. How planet Venus evolves around the sun in different kind of, it's very interesting. And she doesn't happen all the time that we can see her in the east or west, but she continues to come. And I think how many, takes like 100 years or so, or something. I may be totally off with that, but how we got to see her in 2012 with the Venus transit, that doesn't happen very often either. So, but it's good to follow Venus, definitely. She's most definitely a part of what happens here on Earth, and we can see her in the sky. And I just made a video, I think it was last month, that we could see her, and you can see her during the daytime. It doesn't just have to be at night. Okay, so we've taken one card from the mermaids, and we'll close down with this. Telepathy. Ooh, I don't think I've ever seen this card before. Telepathy. Non-verbal communication. Energetic pulses. Mind reading. Okay, so let's see what this card has to say. Telepathy. See that? And it's like two mermaids shaped into a heart. We've been talking about all the love on this table. Definitely. Yowza. No, I've never seen this card before. I've never seen this card before. I like it like that. And look, it's number 30. 3 plus 0 is 3. The Empress here. Okay, let's see if I've ever seen this card before, because usually I would write in the book if I read it prior. Let's see. Nope. Nope, never wrote in this book. Okay, so I know I've never. Now this is a little bit of a long read, but it kind of, nonverbal communication, energetic pulses, mind reading, and we were talking about that. Just, you know, go into that meditative time. Let me see where I am. 45:50. Okay, let's see what she has to say. Okay, the mermaids sing. Once you could all speak without a sound being made, and the sounds you did make were sacred, purposeful, full of intent. Now we hear you speak, and speak, saying nothing, using air to create sounds to fill a void, but none of you understanding the hearts of others as well as you might. Okay, and look, we have Diablo here, okay? I'm just kind of, you know, you got to come from your heart, body, mind, and soul, people, and to make those creative works happen for you, to bring the monetary visions that are meant for you. And we're all coded, okay? So, you know what? I'm gonna skip this right here, because they talk about the Lemurians, and I don't want to lose anybody with this right now, because I mean, I believe in the Lemurians, but not everybody does. So let's just go to the divination. If you receive this card, you may be one of the people who feel lost when it comes to words, or less open to have conversations, as they seem to never express what it is you feel so deeply. You prefer to let your energy shine through and speak for you. Many people are labeled with medical terminology if they are silent, when in fact they are constantly communicating, just in ways that are advanced, subtle, yet ancient. They are open-energied and communicate effectively, and are in harmonious attunement with animals, plants, crystals, and song, more so than with conversation, and the jousting, competitive turn much of that can take. You may also find yourself connecting telepathically with memories stored in crystals, trees, and sacred sites. You too can connect with your telepathy and true wisdom by connecting with these sacred spaces, crystals, and trees. Huge bodies of water like the Pacific are brimming with energies and memories, and you are one who can read them, in quotes, read them, one who can speak the language of energy. Okay, well, isn't this nice to hear this one? Because of the fact that I was just talking about this video, because I believe I was a Viking once too. I believe in all of it. I believe I believe I was in the ancient times with Egypt too. And I do like my quiet power time. I do love my quiet power time. You know, I'm just going to pick a pairing right now because that one went kind of fast. I believe in quiet power time. I don't like to talk too much in the morning. I don't even answer the phone in the morning. I think that's my time to tap, and I love nature. And one reason why I bought this house, I love all my trees out here, because the condo, I couldn't even, all that would grow on the balcony was aloe vera. You know, but I'm a nature personality, and I love the ocean. You know, I have to be by a body of ocean. Like, I love the mountains too, but I couldn't live year round, and you know, up in the cold weather and all that. I like it right here. Right here or the Caribbean. I like the Caribbean too, but it's getting crowded over there now, so so's Florida. Time out, awareness, contemplation, solitude, time alone. There it is. Bringing it together. Number 36. Okay, I know I've seen this card before. Oh, look, they have Yemaya in here. Message, Yemaya, grandmother, ocean, primordial. Look at that. Look at that. I think I knew that. I think I knew that. Divination, feeling drawn to underwater or sea peoples, archaeology, exploring the past, truly ancient history, alternative earth and off-earth history, understanding the power of the sea, and respecting deeply female divinity in all its forms, human, animal, all creatures, exploring your own power and exploring what you can birth and empower, understanding the landscape and seeing the divine in the curve of the hill and the belly of the mountain and the womb of the sea, developing an interest in Santeria, voodoo, and the lines which blur across belief systems. Are you kidding me? Developing an interest in Santeria. And here I have my Yemaya from an old image. And I brought out Yemaya's image from the Zolrak deck tarot. Developing an interest in Santeria, voodoo, and the lines which blur across belief systems. Looking to become more primal, to reconnect with your ancient self, taking care of yourself at a very ancient and deep level, and beginning to relate to people's deeper selves rather than their social and often constructed self. Third eye and crown chakras highly activated, yet sacral and base chakras powerfully grounded and flowing too. Ay, ay, ay. Well, that's kind of good, huh? Let me see this time out. Number 36, time out. Okay, let me see. I just want to pull the Yemaya card out just to put the image up because there she is right there. Yemaya, grandmother, ocean, primordial with the little baby. Isn't that loving? And that's, I'm serious, my friends. It's how we got to put Yemaya right there on top of Diablo. I believe in the ancient wisdom. You know, I talk sometimes, I repeat myself, but when you get new subscribers, I talk too much sometimes in the respect that somebody wrote to me out, oh, are you about New Age? And I'm like, I don't think I've ever used the word New Age on my channel. Yes, I read tarot and oracle cards and talk about future events, but I come from ancient wisdom. Okay, ancient wisdom. Time out, awareness, contemplation, solitude, time alone. And I believe in this. I believe taking an hour a day to heal with you, talk to them, have a pen handy, journal, pen handy. Okay, this is kind of long. Hold on. When this card comes forth to be with you for a time, it is your time to consider what you truly think, feel, believe, and know by having some time alone. Without humans, and they typed it all in capital letters, without humans. Because then you can never truly be alone. The experience of your life has already given you deep wisdom. It is time to strip away sophistications and contradictions and go right down to the heart and marrow of what it is you have learned in this lifetime so far. If we understand that we are cared for, that we are loved, that we are children of this planet and of the stars, the need for fighting to ensure our survival may no longer take place. We each have a responsibility to the other, yet we must maintain our own sovereignty. By taking time out alone, you give back to yourself your own voice and vision and can begin to develop understanding and compassion for the various voices that we have given home to. yet that may not belong to us. You must watch the sun rise and fall, walk the shoreline, and let no words pass your lips. You may observe, but not write. You must clear and listen once again. You will have thoughts. You must be in nature. You must be reborn. You must have solitude, and you must go into contemplation. Okay. Take time out for your work, for example, and make a pact with yourself to not speak for 24 hours from sunset to sunset. And, sometimes that's hard for many, many of us, but we can take an hour a day, my darlings. We can do that. Love to all of you. Embrace these, harness these energies. I mean, really, we can embrace these energies for the month to come. Okay, put it out there to the universe. Make special thoughts for yourselves, and don't share with too many. Okay, that's the truth too. When you're awakening or you want to align with the divine, don't talk to too many, especially those who do not believe. All right? Love to all. Ciao.